Alright, so I was just getting in the middle of saying Moorhead and Fargo. Moorhead, Minnesota, Fargo, North Dakota. I'm going to go with a foot or more for you guys. You're in the blue area there. Grand Forks, we're going to go with, 6 to 12 for you. Bismarck, I think this 6 to 12 line might be a little too far to the west, but we'll go with a good 6 to 8 for you in Bismarck, I would say. Bismarck would be a good 6 to 8. South Dakota, Sioux Falls, 6 to 12. Pierre, 6 to 12. Rapid City, 6 to 12. I think I covered pretty much everybody. Milwaukee, you're going to escape this. Most of Wisconsin is going to escape this, but as you get into northwestern Michigan and northwestern Milwaukee, you can pick up 1 to 3 inches there, mainly Monday into Tuesday. Now, the timing for this. Okay. Hold on a second. Alright, western areas here. Tonight through Sunday night, okay? And then the central area over here, Sunday night into Monday. And then the eastern area here, Monday into Monday night. And then some scattered snow showers left over on Tuesday over there. Alright, so that is your forecast from me for this blizzard. And also, to show you what the National Weather Service has planned here. Okay, so here we go. Purple winter weather advisories are in effect. Take a look at this. Over the Sierra Nevada mountains, you have winter storm warning. So again, if you can pick up a good 6 to 12 there. Northeastern Utah, I think you could pick up again 1 to 3, as I said. There's a bit of a winter storm warning, I believe, there up in the mountains. Again, you might be able to pick up a little bit more there. You zoom back out. Shucks, hold on. Here we go. And then take a look. You have winter storm watches over southeastern Montana there. Again, I think you can pick up 3 to 6 in those locations there. Maybe a little bit more. Winter storm watches extending across South Dakota, southern North Dakota. And then check this out. You got a blizzard watch. This is in the green. Got a blizzard watch in this area here. Western, Fargo and Moorhead, you are in those. I believe Sioux Falls might even be in that, if I'm correct. So again, you're going to have to watch out there. So blizzard watch. What they're calling for with that, some are calling for 4 to 7 inches. I think you get a little bit more than that. 4 to 6. Again, I think it's going to be more than that. Alright, so Grand Forks, North Dakota. North winds gusting to 50 miles per hour. 6 to 12 inches, with more than 12 inches possible. Alright. Aberdeen, South Dakota, 5 to 10 inches. Winds 25 to 35, with gusts up to 50. Again, so just a lot of stuff going on here that you're going to have to keep an eye on with this storm. Alright, and then take a look at the Northeast here. The green is flood watches, and the purple is winter weather advisories, and the pink is winter storm warning. So we're expecting a good 6 to 12 across northern portions of Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. A good 6 to 12 there. We're expecting 2 to 4 inches of rain. You know what? I could actually show you that map quick. Where did I put it? Hold on. Oh, and then again across the mountains here, you're gonna have to watch out. 2 to 4, 3 to 6, maybe more in some locations. Here we go. I am not changing this from yesterday. This is my rainfall map for the current storm going on across the Northeast. So we're gonna go 2 to 4 inches of rain. Locally up to 5 or 6 in some locations, I would say, if that heavy rain really works in. So Long Island, New York City, 2 to 4 inches of rain tonight into tomorrow. All of Connecticut, Boston, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Southern coast of Maine, southern Vermont, New Hampshire, Lower Hudson Valley, and then northern New Jersey and eastern Pennsylvania, 2 to 4 inches of rain. Right? Albany, I would go 2 to 4 inches of rain for you as well. Alright, and then far north of that, 1 to 2 inches of rain, and then farther south, 1 to 2 inches of rain as well. Okay? So there you go. Now, I guess I could talk about the current storm going on. Alright, so in these areas, you got to watch out for localized flooding. Especially in the blue area, you got to watch out for sharp rises on rivers and streams. You're going to have to watch out for urban flooding, poor drainage flooding, and anything else? Or no, I think I'm good now. Okay, so flooding threat there. Long Island, New York City included in that. Let's take a look now at the current system. Okay? So here it is. This is the trough. This is your initial wave of low pressure. Okay? And just so you guys know, I prepared for talking about the blizzard. I did not prepare for talking about this storm because it was frustrating me a lot last night. So let's see how good I am at winging it. Winging it, basically. Okay, so your initial wave of low pressure and your trough coming in behind. Alright, and currently, here we are. Again, here's your main trough. Your wave of low pressure is now up over here across West Virginia, Maryland, and Virginia there. And it's going to continue to move to the east-northeast. This trough isn't negatively tilted, so I would say it's more due east for a while at least, but it does become negatively tilted. Now take a look at this. Coming into contact with a ton of moisture in the oceans over here. So, that's going to rapidly bring in more precipitation, especially across the northeast on the northern side. The flow is coming up from the southwest, so again, that's going to pick up the Atlantic moisture and throw it across the northeastern areas here. And take a look at all this vorticity, so upward motion on the northeastern and eastern sides here. So you're going to get very heavy rain as that warm air is going to rise, and then it's going to cool down, and then fall, condense into heavy rain. But really, the main thing with this storm is just a ton of liquid. The area of low pressure itself isn't too impressive. Like, take a look. You know, there's not a lot of isobars around. It's not really that strong. I mean, it is strong, but not as strong as this blizzard that's going to be coming in, I'll tell you that. But look at this precipitation. So you can see that the flow, you see where the arrows are pointing? Or where the isobars go? They're coming up to the north like that, so your flow is coming from the south and pushing up north. So this is mostly heavy rain down in here, very heavy rain, by 1 a.m. tonight. So you're going to have to watch out there. If you go back to 7 p.m., in a couple of hours, I would expect Long Island and New York City to be drenched with heavy rain, definitely. Alright, so by 7 p.m. you're going to have heavy rain moving in here. And then when you go to 1 a.m. again, that heavy rain is going to continue to move in. If you come to your vorticity, to me it looks like your trough is becoming negatively tilted a little bit. So that's going to pull in moisture to the northwest on the northwestern side of the low. So keep that in mind. Sunday morning, this is continuing to move to the northeast. Again, a lot of upward motion, eastern, northeastern side. This northern piece is also going to aid in bringing moisture all the way up to the north. And then up here you're going to have heavy snow, so watch out for that. And the other thing I want to point out, and so look at all this precipitation. Again, your low pressure's here, the flow is coming in, and it's just really raining across these areas here. You have high pressure up here, and because the high pressure is not moving south, it's moving to the northeast. Cold air is not coming as far south as it would have to get a major snowstorm. Your flow is coming out of the southwest, so that's ushering in warmer air across southern New England, central New England, but the high pressure is funneling in Arctic air across northern New England, so there you're going to be able to get some snow. Alright? So then we go into, also the other thing I want to show you here. Take a look at the isobars closing around that. So that's signature of the low strengthening, and I believe that would be signifying of it trying to close off. you know, trying to close off, which would mean a huge storm across this area here again, and heavy precipitation coming back west as well. So this is signifying of the low really strengthening. Look at all this wind energy here. That's pretty potent. Sunday evening, again, now it's definitely negatively tilted at this point. So now it's going to move to the north and east. Well, east, and then it's going to shift to the northeast there. And now look at your precipitation. Here's your low. Your precipitation is mainly on the eastern side, but it does come up into Maine because the flow does carry it up there. And then we're just going to go straight to Monday morning now for the sake of time here. Your low is offshore. And actually, hold on a sec. Let's go back a little bit. As your low is over here, this is tomorrow evening, it's going to start to slow down as it tries to head east. So there's going to be precipitation on the back side of this. Sunday night into Monday, there's going to be some rain down into southern areas here across New York City, Long Island. However, I think you can get some snow on the back end of this, or a wintry mix Sunday night into Monday across the lower Hudson Valley towards Albany, maybe towards eastern Pennsylvania if you're far enough to the west and that cold air starts to come in. I think you get some wintry weather, possibly some snow or sleet or freezing rain with a minor accumulation. I don't think it'll be more than 1 to 3 inches of snow, or just a glazing of ice perhaps. If you take a look at your vorticity map here, you can see it's negatively tilted, so it is going to be drawing in moisture along the western side here since it's over the ocean. So that would explain why. I think the reason, I think I figured this out now. Remember how I said I was winging this? Well, if you take a look back at tomorrow morning, it's actually positively tilted. So I think I just realized the mistake I've been making with this storm for the last 2 days. When it's positively tilted, I think your heaviest precipitation is on the eastern side. I apologize for that. That is my fault. I think I finally understand that, because when it's negatively tilted, your heaviest precipitation is on the western side. So it would only make sense that when it's positively tilted like this, as you can clearly see, the heaviest precipitation is on the eastern side. So my mistake on that. I apologize. But regardless, the flow is still going to be bringing in your heavy rain that I talked about over here on the eastern side. Upward motion on the northern and eastern side here. Alright, so that's that. Happy I figured that out. Monday morning, your storm is starting to move off. By Monday evening, it's pretty much out here. Remember I said it shifts to the northeast because it does become negatively tilted at that point. And you have some additional rain or snow across Maine there. And then by Tuesday morning it is out. Here is your blizzard across the west is starting to weaken, and then your next system coming in for the middle of next week. So 3 systems to watch. Okay, so I already went over the rainfall map for the current storm. Also, I think you can get a couple of thunderstorms along the coast as the low moves up tonight, so watch out for a few rumbles of thunder. Alright, so again, your rainfall map, again, blue is 2 to 4 inches. Albany, you're in that, and 1 to 2 inches other areas. Again, most of this rain has already fallen towards the west. I made this last night. Now, the snowfall map is here. I did not change this from last night either. Mountains of Virginia, West Virginia, 3 to 6, maybe a little bit more. There are winter storm warnings in place there. Orange is 1 to 3, especially towards Ohio, western Pennsylvania, near the Great Lakes, western New York, 1 to 3 or 3 to 6 in certain locations over there. Again, I believe we are done with snow towards Michigan and eastern Indiana, but Ohio, you pick up an additional 1 to 3, 3 to 6, or in those locations. Albany, on the backside, I think you could pick up 1 to 3 on the backside of the storm. And then maybe into eastern Pennsylvania, an additional 1 to 3. Now your 3 to 6 is confined central, northern Vermont, New Hampshire, and northeastern New York. 6 to 12 up to there. Bangor, I'm going to go, 5 to 8 for you. Burlington, we're going to go 6 to 12. A little bit less, maybe 6 to 8. And Caribou, 6 to 12. Alright, So this is your update for now. Coast of Maine, mainly rain.